numbers. Hallelujah is the rain in numbers. Amen. We got distracted. But there's more. And now we're absolutely out of control. Cause it's a rain in numbers. Hallelujah is a rain in numbers. Every specimen. Protractors, graphs, circles, trees. All those are fun for me. God bless Mrs. G. Remco for the breakthrough of the understanding.
Hi, welcome back. Another day of our flipped classroom. So today we're looking at multiplying and dividing rational numbers, positive and negative. We're going to start off again with an entrance task. I need you to add or subtract these fractions. Tomorrow I'm going to be looking for work on your paper, so don't think you could just fast forward and write down the answers. You need to pause, do the problems. So pause, please, and show work. Oh, by the way, in case you didn't notice, we're at the pink packet, page 56. So go ahead, pause. Okay, so hopefully you got the answers I got. If you didn't get the answers I got, you should ask me tomorrow in class. You know we can't guarantee that I got them right. And also, I'll be looking for your work. Okay, let's move on. Our objective today. Students will multiply and divide rational numbers. So please fix there's a typo error there. Say multiplying and dividing rules. Same sign. This is going to be the same as it was for integers. Same signs. It's going to be answer, positive. Different signs, answer negative. When multiplying fractions with unlike denominators, I think you could cross out that with common. Just basically any of them, any fractions, doesn't really, just when multiplying fractions, do not find a common denominator. Not necessary. Do not. What you do want to do is first you want to check for simplifying. The word they used there was reducing. I want you to cross that out. I don't like that word. I want you to say check for simplifying, meaning divide out any common factors. Multiply your numerators, multiply your denominators. And of course, let's add one little thing in here. Changed mixed to improper. So please write that down. That would probably be your first step. Change mixed numbers to improper fractions. So I'm going to do number 1. There's no mixed number here. I'm going to check for simplifying. There are no common factors. A common factor of top and bottom. There's not. So I'm going to multiply my numerators. Negative 3 times 2. And I'm going to multiply my denominator. You can always check again just in case you miss some simplifying to see if there's anything left to simplify, and there's not. On the next one, there is an opportunity, several opportunities to simplify. So we're going to simplify. We're going to factor out a 5. And then we also have an opportunity here. We can factor out a 2. I have several ways I could do that. I think I'm just going to go with the 18 and the 10, and I'm going to factor out a common factor of 2. So I'm left with 9 times 1 on the top and 5 times 14 on the bottom, which is 9/70ths. Next one. Change to improper, so I have 7/3 times 7/5. Do not need a common denominator. This will just be 49/5. 15ths. And the final one, I want you to pause. I want you to do it right now. And I'm going to check tomorrow in class. So go ahead and pause. And I'll be looking for number 4 in class. Moving on. Compute the following products and express your answers in simplest form. I want you to pause. I want you to do 5 and 6, and I want you to show work. Show work. Once you come back, I will have given you the answer. Pause. Okay, if you did not get my answers, you could ask me tomorrow in class. Now, on the next part, to divide fractions, you must multiply by the reciprocal. And please, I made a note down here, you don't always have to. If you could just divide straight across, you would do that. We'll look at that example. For example, say you had 5 1/3 divided by 4. So you change 5 1/3 becomes 16/3. Divided by 4, it's not necessary to multiply by the reciprocal. I can go straight across. 16 divided by 4 is 4. 3 divided by 1 is 3. But oftentimes it is necessary to multiply by the reciprocal. It does make things easier, generally speaking. So keep the first fraction the same, change divide to multiply, flip the last fraction over. But of course, again, first you'd have to change mixed to improper. Excuse me. Then you would do the rest of the steps. At the end here, you would multiply, and you would use the rules as explained above. So let's take a look at that. Let's say you have 4 divided by 2/3. You're going to say here 4 divided by 2/3 is 4 times 3/2. Simplify equals 6/1 equals 6. The next one, you know what, I'm going to change to black here. Easier to see. 3/8 times 6/5. We can simplify here, 3, 4. So that's going to equal 9/20. Then we have some positive and negative arithmetic. Would you please pause, do number 9 and 10, show your work, and then after you pause and do it, then turn it back on and check my answers. Okay, hopefully you got my answers. Try the next thing. Divide the following mixed numbers. This is the end of our notes. Let's do number 11 together. Then we're going to pause, and you're going to do 12 on your own. So number 11, we're going to turn this into improper. Say 9 times 3 is 27, plus 1 is 28/3. Divided by 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. 7/3. Guess what? I can divide this straight across. 28 divided by 7 is 4. 3 divided by 3 is 1. Okay, try the next one, please. Pause. Show work. Okay, hopefully you got my answers. I would like to add one more idea here. I want to make sure you understand something. Say you have 9 1/3 divided by 2 1/3. I'll just rewrite this. When you change that to improper, what you're really doing is you're understanding that 9 1/3 is 9 plus 1/3.